Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series. Tonight in Season 6, it is round 13. It is the first, or the last race of the first half of the season. We will be having our summer break after tonight, and then getting the car prepped with some upgrades ready for Zandvoort. First, we have to head to Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. And we're coming off the back of an interesting race at Hungary. We didn't quite have as much pace as I thought we would. We were very strong in the downforce going to the Hungaroring, but we just didn't quite seem to have the outright pace that I thought we would have. And in the end, we qualified, although we got both cars in the top 10, we qualified quite badly, especially compared to recent races. And didn't really have the pace to keep up with front runners. So we finished with a respectable finish in the end, but a little bit of a head scratch. And I'm really not sure what that means for us for tonight, because although our DRS is strong and our downforce levels are good, our top speed is a little lower than some of the other cars on the grid, and this is a very fast circuit. So we could struggle a little bit, especially in the first sector. I'm hoping that sectors 2 and 3, well, sector 2 will be strong for us, but again, we might struggle in sector 3 as well. That is also an insanely fast sector. So really not sure what to expect. And we have got weather as well. We've got some very heavy rain on the Friday and the Saturday, so that will affect qualifying on the Friday and the sprint on the Saturday, and will make practice a little bit trickier as well, but it will be dry for the main race. So I really don't know what to expect for tonight. We shall have to see how it goes. How you doing, Sidhu? How you doing, Barrett? Good to see you guys tonight. Let's take a quick look at where our car sits going into tonight's Grand Prix. And we have taken a little bit of a dip. Again, our speed now down to 13th, acceleration 9th, DRS 6th. I believe we are running identical car builds. Let's just quickly double check. Yes, we are. Don't have the new suspension yet, I don't think. Nope, not yet. So, yeah, again, we're very good in the downforce, as you can see. Third in low speed, that'll help us at La Source, that'll help us at the bus stop at the end of the lap. Second in the medium speed, not really a thing at Spa. Second in the high speed, that will definitely help us, because pretty much everything apart from La Source and the bus stop is either flat out or high speed cornering. So that's good, but again, I'm a little concerned over the lack of top speed. May mean that the winners will just scamper off into the distance, which means the Red Bulls, and on the strength of it last night, probably Oscar as well, maybe even Norris. So yeah, let's see how we do. Evening, Victor, good to see you as well. Let's get some targets set for tonight. We'll be slightly more conservative based on what the targets are. One car into Q2, it's a really low payout because that's a really easy target. So we are going to guarantee 2 in the top 10. I think we should be able to beat the weather. And both cars into Q3. So that's worth a nice bit of cash there. An extra 640 grand. And then the finish position 2 in the top 15. Again, should be able to do that relatively comfortably. The fastest lap is for the race itself. We'll try. We'll see what we can do. We did get the fastest lap last night. And then we've got a new easy target, but very low reward. And we are 3 races down on our guarantee streak, which is 2 to qualify in the top 12 for 5 races. 2 more to go. So we could be on for a decent amount of cash tonight, but I'm not sure where we're going to finish. Everything we need to do is already being done. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff going through facility-wise at the moment, upgrades and refurbs. Helipad will be refurbed on the Sunday. I don't know if that will affect our payouts or not. Keep an eye on that. But there's nothing left for us to do except head to Spa.
This weekend, we're in Belgium, in the picturesque province of Liège. Halfway through the season, it's too early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? Spa-Francorchamps is an F1 favourite, consisting of challenging corners, high speeds, and the chance for drivers to really prove themselves. The long lap has different downforce demands, with sectors 1 and 3 requiring pure speed, and sector 2 a twistier and more technical affair.
This time, teams have 2 races to contend with, as a sprint race will decide the starting order for the weekend's Grand Prix.
Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
And there is that weather forecast. Look at that heavy rain. We're predicted to have full wet conditions on the Friday for practice 1. Let's see if that really does come to pass. We're going to be starting on full wet, so yeah, really pretty wet. So let's get the cars prepped. We're going to be running new engines tonight, or a new engine for Ollie, but not for Isaac, because we are trying to stretch the parts that he's got left as much as we can. Can't use that gearbox, not for this. So we'll have to go down to that engine. We only want 15 laps for the run, so we won't change the fuel load. And let's have a look at a setup. Let's go with a 3, a 10, a 5.5, a 3.15, and a 0.10. Everything looks okay. Now it's time for Ollie. So again, swapping out parts. That engine is the only one we can use. That one certainly won't last the session, let alone the weekend. There we go. And of course, because it is a sprint weekend, we do have to try and get these cars nailed as quickly as we can. Otherwise, we are going to severely compromise our drivers' chances of getting a good, solid starting confidence level. I'm going to go with a 4, a 9.5, 3.7, a 3.4, and a 0.85. And with that, I think we are ready to send them out to practice. Evening, Mr. Water. How are you tonight? Right, let's take a quick look at that weather. It's going to start very wet and then immediately start to dry out a bit. So we are going to put on a set of inters instead and just tough it out for the first couple of laps. Evening, Joshua.
Can you understand me okay?
Yeah, ready, check, okay.
Right, let's see which driver is going to be quicker. I think it's going to be Behrman. Oh yeah, comfortably going to be Behrman. So we'll get Hajar to pull over. And there we go. We're down to 3.9 into conditions already. Track's getting drier and drier with every single lap. One thing we do know as well is that Isaac's adaptability rating is quite low, especially compared to Ollie's. So this could be a tricky weekend for Isaac. You know, if the rain starts fluctuating a lot during the Grand Prix, that could become a bit problematic. And now it seems that it's Isaac who's a little quicker. Is that just because he's getting a slipstream? I'm not sure. Swap them back over again. Still don't have our feedback. Oh, there we go. We've got some feedback in, and we're at 83%. Let's call him in. Definite work to do to find the extra bit of performance. I was hoping I'd get Ollie's feedback before the end of the lap, but he's going to do another lap by the look of it. There it is as he crosses the line, and it's 85%, so he needs to come in early as well. And we're going to drop that down to a 9.5. Let's go 2.595 4.6 3.2. Not going to work. Actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong lines. It should be 3.45. That could work. And then that would be a 0.7. That could work. So we're going to change the tyres, and we're going to bolt on some softs, and we're going to put extra fuel in the car. Probably more fuel than I need, but better safe than sorry, because we're going to run him to the end now. Track is going to dry up soon, not long after we send him back out.
Okay, we're coming now to the pit.
Let's make some changes to Behrman as well. Everything's just that little bit off. There's nothing clear as to what needs to change. So let's try changing a few different things. Let's go with a 4.6. 3.2, 0.35. That's too much. Don't really want to put them on the same setup. What else can I try? Let's try a 3.59546, 3.15, and a 0.3. Again, that is just out on the cornering, so it's not that either. Can't really take that much more off the front wing, I don't think. Let's try the setup that we started on Isaac. So let's go 3.9537. Oh no, wait, this is the car. This isn't the setup we put on. This is we started on a 4.6, didn't we? So let's try a 3.7, which is a little bit more extreme. But actually, no, this is what we started on. Is it? I didn't go that far over. Let's go 3.5 and a 0.75. It's not enough of a change to the traction. I don't think that's going to be it. I'm scratching my head on this one a little bit. Right, 3.5. A 3.4. And 0.8. It's not that. About 3.5 and a 0.8. That might be it. It's a very minimal step on the traction. I don't know if that's going to be it or not. It's a minimal step on the front wing. I just get the feeling that is not it. So I think I might have to wing it a little bit on this one. See what we can come up with. So I'm going to go back to a 2.5 and a 4.6. I'm going to start playing around from here. Seeing what I can pull out of my hat. And I'm going to go with that. I think there's enough changes in that to make that a more viable option. Why have I got multiple sets of softs here, yet I didn't for Isaac? It's odd. And you can see the rain has just stopped. Track is drying up, so we judged that pretty quickly, or pretty correctly, just to send them out on those softs straight away. Oh,
So let's take a look at the replay.
I say that.
Right, let's have a look here
He
as
has
we go
locked
into
up.
turn 8. And there goes the steering. By that point, it was just too late.
I'm going to put that down to his adaptability rating, because the track is still wet and he is still on slicks. So that's what I'm going to say is at fault for that mistake. I have to say, they've been pretty good this season in terms of not making mistakes. Obviously, they've had contact with each other a couple of times when they've been scrapping, which is why we immediately put the kibosh on that. Oh, and that's another lockup for Hajar. I was just singing the praises of both these drivers, saying how few unforced errors they've made, and that's 2 lockups now for Isaac. Or is that just a reaction to his earlier lockup? We're not seeing a replay. I think that's just a reaction to his lockup on the previous lap. His time last lap was actually pretty decent, so just the one mistake then. And so again, we'll put that down to his adaptability being a bit poor. That's the thing when you run at times 16. Sometimes you do get these messages that come through a lap or sometimes 2 after they've actually happened. Surprised no one else has come back out yet. Just us and Norris. All right, we're getting close to feedback. 93. There is still work to be done on Isaac's car, but it's close. Got time to call him in. Behrman's going to end up doing another lap, I'm pretty sure of that. There's Behrman's feedback, and he's 99. Oh, I feel so so pleased by that. We winged it and almost got it completely spot on. So, let's see. What do I need to change? Get away with doing that. I think that needs to come back a touch more. Gotta go with that. That might be it. It'll certainly be close. Strip some of that fuel out. And we'll leave Ollie out now for the rest of the session. And still, the rest of the grid has not come out. I'm very surprised by that, given that it's a sprint weekend. Have they all magically got their setup spot on the first attempt? Spire is normally 2.3 kilos for a lap of fuel. Don't know what it is in low pace settings like this. Hopefully he'll have enough to sneak its way back across the line, but he probably won't make it back to the pits. But it's the end of the session, so that's fine. I think he just ran out of fuel. He did. He ran out of fuel at the bus stop. Oh, dear. Now, given where he is that going to red flag the session? It is. That's going to red flag the session. There we go. Had he stopped just a few meters back, might have not been red flagged. I don't know. Right. So we've got really good track knowledge with Behrman. That's important because it means he has an excellent chance now of getting 100% feedback at the end of the second practice session after quali. Isaac, though, probably will not get close. But if we can get his setup dialed in, that will be the most important thing.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
Just like a normal race qualifying session, drivers will battle it out for their starting grid position. But this time it'll be for the upcoming sprint. I wonder if they're feeling the competition with their teammate right now. There's not much between them in terms of points, which is good fuel for a friendly rivalry.
So get yourselves comfortable, it's going to be quite the ride.
get a little bit of feedback. Let's see how much we actually got. Oh, okay. So straight away I can see we've gone the wrong way on the cornering. So that needs to come back to about maybe there. Push the front wing back up. Move that back to there. I just don't know whether the traction is going to be a 5.5 though. It might be. So if I go with that, no, I don't think it is. Let's go back to a 6.4. That needs to be about there, so the front wing is going to have to go back up. Yeah, let's try that. See how we do with that. Let's put in some good stuff. So, brand new engine is not for Isaac. It will be for Ollie. It's a bit early to break out the new ERS. Let's go with that one. And we'll go with that gearbox. Please make sure he's not going to have big gearbox issues. Just the 1 lap of fuel. It is going to be a rain affected quali, I'm certain of that. New engine for Ollie. And can I get this tweak right? Let's gamble on that. Yeah, it's going to rain. We'll give Isaac a slipstream behind Ollie. And inadvertently going to give a slipstream to Maloney as well, by the look of it.
Work as much as you can on brakes and tires. Copy this.
May try and break away a little bit in the final sector. Just to avoid giving... Well, actually, no. If we give Maloney the slipstream, that might help knock somebody else out. May actually potentially knock out Behrman. We'll just have to play it as it is, I think. Which McLaren is that? That McLaren is potentially vulnerable. It's Norris. Norris has pace. So he'll be okay. Leclerc isn't going to give a tow to Sonoda, I don't think. May end up catching Russell, possibly. That Ferrari isn't the most amazing car this year. Max might catch Porsche. He won't give a tow to Belijax. Belijax could really screw over the 3 cars behind him, which is Albon and the 2 Alfa Tauri. Well, less so the Alfa Tauris, I think. But Albon could certainly get a really good benefit in the first sector and then be screwed after that. Evening, Dino. makes this a one and done. Otherwise, it is going to dry up again at the end, so we'll have a second bite of the cherry if we need it at the end.
Clear ahead. Have a good one.
Have to time it just right, though. There is Isaac's ERS playing up. We knew that was going to happen. Slipstream should hopefully compensate for that. And then a bit more on top. Gasly's got a very good slipstream off the back of Stroll. I think we've done enough to stay away from Maloney. Will this be enough to get us through, or are we going to have to run again right at the death? All right, rain is going to start to drop. We're riding on board with the world champ, and there is the rain. Not looking good for Behrman. Could be real trouble. Piastri goes top. Behrman is currently going out. So we are going to have to run them again. Right at the end of the session. Needs to find 2/10 minimum. There you can see the weather conditions. Last 3 minutes of the session will be dry. Porsche's gone a bit early. If we go too soon, then we're going to hit traffic on our flying lap. If we go too late, we're going to get all sorts of traffic on our warm-up lap, which is going to separate our drivers. Track is now drying up. So let's... Oh, got a yellow flag. Let's go for it now.
There's a yellow flag now. Let's have a look at that. Along the straights here.
Oh, just dropped it.
That's it. That's the spin.
Oh, he's on Inters. No wonder he went so early. Evening, Adrian. You missed the last two races? Well, they are available to watch still on the channel. Hint, hint. Silverstone was good. Hungary was decent. Silverstone was I think a 1-2. Yeah, Silverstone was a 1-2. 5th and 6th in Hungary. Oh shit, Behrman is in front. That's not what I need.
Okay, we need to push a bit more.
Yeah, copy.
Hajar doesn't need the slipstream. He's already through. Right, hopefully we've done enough. Oh yeah, there we go. Mission accomplished. Right, let's get these guys back to the pits. Now, was that Porsche? No, not Piastri, sorry, it was Schumacher. Schumacher is still through at the moment. Who is in danger? Let's have a look. Stroll. Can Stroll improve? He can. 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 He Belichick is out. Albon is out. Magnussen is out. Oh, it was Russell who crossed the line. Stroll is out. And Sainz is out. So that's it. Everyone bar Maloney yet to cross the line. Here comes Maloney. And he'll stay 12th, but he's through. So we got both our cars through after a little scare there with Ollie at the start of the session. Thankfully, it dried up enough for us to have that second attempt. Let's see what happens in the next session. How you doing, Gordon? Didn't quite get it right. Well, we gained a little bit of extra. We were at 93%, so we gained 4%. I'll settle for 97. Definitely went the right way, though, with Ollie, as you can see. That's excellent. Let's go with these tyres again. And again, we'll just go with the 1 lap of fuel until we see what's going on with the weather. Five minutes. Can't risk it. We're going to go 1 lap on new tyres and we're going to try and get a slipstream from someone else. That's Norris. I'll get out behind Charles. Well, oh no, we're going to get out behind Ocon. Okay, well Ocon's getting out behind Norris, behind Leclerc, so might work. I don't know. At least we're not heading the queue.
So work on those tires. Copy that.
Just hope Ocon isn't too slow. Definitely closer to Ocon with Behrman than we are to Norris with Hajar. Prefer it to be the other way round, really. A little bit closer to Norris, a little bit further away from Ocon.
Clear ahead. Go for it.
If we make a mistake, we're out. because there is no time for a do-over. Behrman's now very close, which could be problematic in the final sector. Norris looks like he might have pulled away a little bit from Isaac there. Isaac could be in trouble. With that ERS and not getting the slipstream, that might be it for Isaac. We definitely lost a little bit of ground in the middle sector with Ollie. Here we'll get a mighty tow. All right, Isaac crosses the line. It's only 5 thousandths behind. Okay, so that's okay. Behrman's too close. There we go. So Behrman's safe. A little concern now for Isaac.
B1.
There goes Russell. Slower. Oscar is quicker. There's only 2 drivers left. We are safe. Max in 9th. Max is safe. Russell is at risk. There's the rain. Joe gets through just. So Russell is out, as is Sonoda, Ocon, Schumacher and Giovinazzi. But we only just snuck through there. Look at the margin. 700ths of a second was all that separated us from going out. Now the track is just going to get substantially wetter now. Definitely made the right choice going out on the new tyres. Norris, the only one who felt the need to go out again. Bit of a pointless exercise. And we are through into Q3. Right, so this time we are going to run the old tyres for a lap. Assuming again that the weather will permit us to do this. And it won't. We have four minutes. So we're going to go out on those tyres. And again, we're going to wait for a slipstream. Here we go. There we go. So we've got Ollie behind Max and Isaac behind Ollie. Perfect.
Working on those brakes and tires. Copy.
So once again, this is one-shot qualifying, a mistake, and we're at the bottom of the pile. A glorious lap could be pole. Joe has not left the garage, which means if he doesn't get out soon, he's going to play spoiler and get in everybody's way. But he's got to watch the weather as well, because no point ruining our laps if you can't then go fast enough to actually, outperform them. Still no sign of Joe. I'm getting nervous now. He's going to pop out right in front of our Sisney. Piastri's got himself tucked up nicely behind Charles Leclerc, so we could have a very quick Piastri. Is Joe not coming out? He's left it too late now. And we might have left it a little late as well. Only 2 minutes left until it goes to full inter conditions. Ollie's not close enough to Max. So Ollie's not going to have a great qualifying here. Hopefully we can get a good position for Isaac. Very close in the splits. Minute till the rain comes. Look how dark it is. Oh, it's starting to rain. Norris is going to get pole. Maybe Gasly. Behrman went purple in the middle sector, but this final sector is going to be a wash. Max is going to take third. We're going to get fourth and fifth. Everyone else is going to be in the order that they cross the line, I think. Look how slow we are at the final sector. Oh.
Okay, it's P4 at the moment. That's a good lap.
That's it. Oh, we're not even fourth and fifth. Isaac is so bad in those changeable conditions that he lost a huge amount of time in that final sector. Fourth and seventh. And Joe is finally on his outlap. Oh, what an idiot. There may possibly be a little bit of salvation here at the end for our chances to maybe improve up to third, but we'll see. Norris is going out on inters. How dry is it going to get? It will determine what tyres I put on. It's going to be inters. Or is it? It's still drying up.
Maybe just try to work as much as
Ah, no, there we go. It's slowed down again. There we go. So we have a chance to move Hajar up a little bit. Ferrari strategy for Joe. Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one. Maybe he just didn't have any soft tyres left, but even so, he'll go quicker on this lap, without a doubt. But I don't know if he'll be quick enough. Looks like this is a guarantee. Well, it's definitely a Norris pole, and Gasly's going to be on the front row with him. And then I don't know if we've got enough pace to challenge Max with Ollie. But maybe Hajar can challenge Leclerc and Piastri. Maybe. It all depends on how much quicker Maloney can go. Because it got wet very quickly there. So it's all going to be about how much time we can find in the final sector. Because we're not going to improve in the first and second. Keeping an eye on Porsche. See if his middle sector improves. Okay, so that's Maloney through the middle sector. Max has definitely improved in the final sector. But he hasn't improved his time overall. We were further back, so we've got potentially more time to find because we were in the wetter conditions for longer than Max. So our final sector will be better, or a bigger improvement, but Porsche has not improved in the middle. It's the crucial sector. Can we find enough? Max at a 143. I don't think we're going to improve. We definitely found time in that final sector, but it wasn't enough. So we are out in 4th and 7th. At a 143. Yeah, wasn't quite enough. Found a lot of time in that final sector, but we just didn't have enough pace in the first 2 sectors to improve our position. Should have gone out right at the beginning. Never mind. Let's swap some parts over again. Could be a rain-affected session again. We'll see what the weather does. Probably going to have to try and tough it out. At least with Isaac anyway. Maybe not so much with Ollie. We'll see. And it's going to rain. It's going to be into weather for most of the session. So, oh, I'm going to have to burn a set of inters. Just have to hope that we don't completely destroy them in the periods when it dries up a bit in these first few laps. These tyres' temperatures are going to skyrocket until the rain starts to fall. Need that rain to come quickly. Tyres are absolutely melting. Optimal working temperature is around about 70 odd degrees for these tyres, and they're a long way above that right now. There we go. Now you see we've lost 10% of the life of the tyres in just 3.5 minutes on track. That's how much these wet weather tyres fall apart when they're outside of their temperature window. And we're now in the right conditions for them, so the temperature should start to come down. And we should see Joe start to struggle and get overtaken again very soon. No, that's not Joe, is it? That is... who is that? Magnussen. Oh, got a yellow flag. That is one of the Haas drivers putting it in the wall. It's Teo, and he is out. Dropped it on the exit of the chicane. Well, it's not really a chicane. It's a left-right sweeper, or right-left sweeper.
Now with the Haas.
There
And
we go.
ends up making
Through the
contact
S-bend.
with the barrier. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
And that will help save the tyres.
Remember the delta, okay?
Copy.
Right, so expect Magnussen to immediately get past as soon as that yellow flag ends. He's holding us up. He's going to dive into the pits, I'm sure of that. Swoop through in the braking zone. So much more grip. And there goes Magnussen into the pits. Right, let's continue running.
And here we've
Another
got a
yellow flag. Spin for Maloney, so both the Haas having issues today. Yeah, that's a regular spin spot there on this circuit. Now the track might go dry here. Push the temperatures back up again. And it will go dry at the end of the session, which will shred whatever we've got left in these inters. But we need to stay on track. We need to get those curves up. You see Isaac isn't going to get 100%. He might be lucky to get 90. More likely he's going to get mid-80s. Ollie should get there just before the track dries out at the end. And these conditions are still good enough for the inter tyres, so they're not going to shred them. And there we go, we're back into the slight increase. Oh wow, that rain stopped earlier than I thought it was going to. Much earlier than I thought it was going to. Now our temps are going to start to skyrocket again. Hopefully the tyres will hold on until the flag. Isaac's tyres are just falling to bits. He's going to make it. And Oscar looking pretty quick. There we go. So 96% overall prep for Isaac. That's not too bad. And 100 for Ollie. Good stuff. Right. Time for a potentially soggy sprint.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us. Well, we're going racing a little earlier this weekend, with the sprint now set to define the starting order for the Grand Prix itself.
Of course, when it comes to a sprint, it's not just about setting the grid for the Grand Prix. The drivers will be fighting hard to gain valuable championship points.
Well, teams will need to be clever. There's no time to relax. It's the sprint around Spa.
So normally with a sprint, we can really protect the tyres at the start and then go for it towards the end. Might not be a viable option here. Let's have a look at the forecast. It is going to rain. That might be full wets. We're going to just go hell for leather on the tyres, and then we'll play it by ear, so whether we go inters or full wets. Not going to put. No, I'm going to put one lap of extra fuel in, just so we can absolutely scream away at the start. But we should be able to recover fuel very easily later on. All right. A sprint with a pit stop.
Challenging laps.
It's unusual.
Drivers in today's sprint here at Spa.
And once the lights go out here at Spa, the attention will shift to the first corner, a turn that has seen its fair share of dramatic incidents over the years.
This is it, a dash to the finish line. Here we are, the sprint around Spa-Francorchamps. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And we got jumped. I didn't program in the strategy for Ollie because I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to be going on to inters or wets. I'm going to play it by ear. I just wanted to program in on Hajar just to see how the tyres would hold up if we absolutely thrashed them for the opening 8-9 laps. And Oscar jumped us off the line, so we're down to 5th. Isaac has held position. And this is... Oh, no wonder we got jumped. I didn't change the parts. I'm making that mistake a lot this season. Just suddenly saw big orange warning markers on the cars. And again, if the parts weren't so absolutely trashed, I would have kept them going. But because the parts are just falling to bits, they would just be absolutely 0 point. But we are going to replicate the strategy, or the plan, anyway. It's no wonder we got jumped off the line.
Long and challenging. Here we are, the sprint around Spa-Francorchamps. And it's lights out, and away we go.
That's more like it. Oh. Just completely didn't register. What a start from them. It makes a difference when you've actually got the right parts in the car. Oh, that's a dive bomb from Charles Leclerc. DRS is active now. Try and save the battery if we can. Gasly's just taken off like a whippet. We've gone with him. Norris has been left behind a little bit. And we are putting pressure on Charles Leclerc here. And Norris is in real danger of getting overtaken by Max. He's out of DRS range. Right, weather report. Nothing conclusive yet. There will not be time to go from dries to wet to inters to wets. We will lose way too much time. So it's going to be a gamble between going from dries to inters or dries to wets. Either way, we are going to have a period where we just tough it out in suboptimal conditions. A little bit too far back. Oh, yellow flag. Is that a spin or a collision? It's a collision.
Right,
Ah, damn it.
let's
That's
take a
wing
look
damage
now.
for Behrman.
So we're heading now into turn 5. Pushing a bit too hard at this point. And the contact between the cars?
Might be Behrman's
Who
fault.
was at fault? Well, there'll definitely be fingers being pointed.
But we managed to get going quickly enough, and that's going to really hurt Gasly. He's going to drop all the way to the back of the grid, so got away with it a little bit in some respects. Hurt his confidence, but can he now break away from Norris? He's having a go. Didn't so. I had a feeling it was his fault. Here we go, get the move done on Charles Leclerc. Can we stick it? We should have the inside line at La Source. Stamp on the power. That one I'm not overly upset about. I do think that was Ollie's fault. But yeah, a lot of the times we see penalties get issued towards our drivers that do not appear to be our fault at all. That front wing damage is certainly going to hurt. I'm going to have to tough it out and not change the front wing. My pit stop is already going to be a disaster. Still no feedback as to whether it's going to go full wets or not. We are not breaking away, so we're going to save up some battery here. Oh, got the move done. Excellent, excellent stuff. God damn, I thought we had another. We did have contact again. God damn it. This time, that should be Norris's fault.
Oh, we've had a crash.
Because that was a mirror image.
Right, we're down at turn 5.
So if we get penalised for this,
Jostling for position. And
if we get penalised for that, then Gasly should have been penalised and not us for the first crash.
And they'll have to pick themselves up after that.
And that has destroyed our tyres. Damn it.
I need to overpush. Yeah, copy.
Don't you dare penalise us again. No penalties given. How? How is that no penalties given when we got penalised for exactly the same incident? Rigged. Rigged. played that beautifully. Rain has started to fall. It's not falling quickly enough. I'm going to have to go for an early stop with Ollie. Oh, it's a disaster for him. First the wing damage and then the penalty, and now, well, first the penalty, then the wing damage. Get it right. First the wing damage, then the penalty, now the tyres. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Get it out the end. And the injustice of being penalised for something that Norris did not get penalised for. Porsche goes through now, Behrman down to 6.
Do your best.
I think it might be Inters. I might have to change the front wing as well because I'm just losing so much grip through the corners. Some of it's the tyres, some of it's the wing. I'm really struggling here. At least we're creating a pit window for Isaac. There will be a gap.
Just focus on yourself now.
Battle assist is doing nothing for us here. And this is just destroying Behrman's confidence. Overtake after overtake after overtake. Going to be a little early, but with the wing change and the penalty, track might be almost ready. There's that spider in the helmet again.
I think we need to start getting a little bit quicker. So let's pick up the pace.
Oh, come on. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Oh, we actually got a sub 3 second stop. And we're in a net P1. We managed to get out in front of Max. Right, can Behrman make up some places here? We're 18th. So at least we're not completely last. And Gasly is very much on the wrong tyres. Needs to get some overtakes in to get this confidence up. It's all about damage limitation now. Try and recover as many places as we can for the main race. Hoping for a dive bomb there, didn't work. Should get him through into Radion. Side by side through Eau Rouge. Come on, complete the move, please complete the move. Oh, god damn it, contact again. And that's killed what little confidence he had left. And I bet you we get a penalty for that as well.
We can see what happened.
Because that's how we got the penalty the first time.
Dangerously close to each other. The cars coming together right there. And there'll be more than one unhappy team after that.
Meanwhile, Hajar has a real chance of actually winning this thing. Oh, god damn it, another pissing penalty. Five seconds. we're just going to get 5 seconds added on at the end because we're not making another stop. Tyres are fine. Gasly went full wets. No wonder he's slow. It is going to go full wet conditions in about 4 minutes, but... Oh, come on! Oh, god damn it! This is ridiculous.
We've got a yellow flag here.
What the hell is going on?
Right, we're down at turn 5. Not a lot of wiggle room here. And there...
Oh my god. Another penalty coming up. You watch. And now we have chassis and suspension damage. And here, under investigation, no penalties given. Oh, what a surprise. Oh, screw it. We're going to... You've got nothing to lose.
Okay, box.
Might as well.
Okay, we're coming now to the pit. I can't believe it. Sorry for that.
Oh, and there's an issue with his pit stop as well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This sprint race has been an utter shambles for Behrman. And the problem we've got now is if it does go full wets, which it might well do, that's going to hurt Isaac. Because of his adaptability rating versus Verstappen. Isaac, you can do this. You can do this. I need you to get in front now, buddy. There it is, full wet weather. That's it. Max is going to win. Unless we can pull out a miracle pass somewhere. See, we're just dropping back and back a little bit with every corner. That's it. It's over. Give it a damn good go.
Max Verstappen over the finish line to win the sprint.
So Ollie's got his work really cut out for him now in the sprint. It's going to have to come from the back of the grid. It will be dry, but I don't know if I've got enough spare suspensions / chassis. I don't have any more spare front wings. That was my one spare front wing. Unless I've got another one coming for this Grand Prix. I don't think I do. Hopefully we'll have a spare suspension for the race. I'm pretty sure something was supposed to be ready by Sunday. I just can't remember what.
And it's the Alfa Romeo managing a finish in the points in today's sprint.
They did really well to secure second. The team in the pits will be happy with that.
So, yeah, confirmation of the sprint result. It is a win for Max. Isaac in second, up 5 places. Good sprint for Yuki. Look at that, up 9. Russell up 6. Zhou up 4. Ocon up 6. Sainz up 10 places. Stroll did well. And then a disaster for at the bottom. Gasly down 14. Maloney down 9. Norris down 18. Behrman down 16 places. You ready for the race?
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
Motor car racing didn't have the best of starts at Spa-Francorchamps. Only one driver registered for the very first car race back in 1921, so a motorbike race replaced it instead. Times have changed, and now Spa is a solid fixture on the F1 calendar. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
Well, this may well be another Belgian Grand Prix for the ages, so stick around and find out how it all ends.
well, luckily the finish position was not affected streak-wise because the sprints don't count. So we still got a chance. So we've only got to get 2 in the top 15, so should be able to keep that alive. We'll definitely keep that one alive. And we kept quali alive. And we've got a chance of getting the fastest lap as well. So this is going to be a one-stop race. I'm going to go softs to mediums with Isaac. And I'm going to go mediums to softs with Ollie. And if we get an early safety car, I will absolutely be boxing Ollie for an extra set of softs and go soft to the finish. Right, can I replace the parts that are damaged? Oh man, that gearbox took a big whack. That's not good. I've got 1 new suspension and I can't put it on the car. Damn it. I'm going to have to emergency manufacture a suspension because we're in Parc Fermé rules. Oh, it's frustrating. Have I got a spare chassis? Yes, I have. Not a complete loss, but yeah, that gearbox took a huge whack. I have to put him on a new gearbox. All right, here we go.
We've got 44 laps ahead of us here in Spa as we get ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. Alfa Romeo's driver focused on the race ahead.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
Here we go. It's time to go racing. You can hear the excitement in the crowd here at the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
A lot of cars on softs, not that many on the mediums. And they are down a place at the start. Not surprised. Max is not on new tyres, he's on scrubs. That is a surprise. Side by side with Norris, and we end up having to tuck in. Going to be a little patient with Ollie here.
Try to pick up a bit more pace. Copy.
Good news is we've got a good car, so theoretically we should be able to come back through the field. Now we need to make sure we get into the DRS of Yuki. I'm not sure we're going to. He's all over the back of Max. So instead, we'll just have to bide our time. Just not quite able to keep pace here. Maybe now we'll start to close up as people's battery starts to run out. We've still got battery left. Close up, close up, close up, close up, close up. Not close enough. Bearman is though. At least he was, briefly. No, he didn't make it either. Ugh. Oh, this is frustrating.
To get him.
All right, now we're close up. And we do the same with Ollie. He's really floundering at the back here. I'm surprised and a little disappointed that we haven't caught back into the slipstream yet of the cars in front. Oh, that's a yellow flag. That is a car behind us. It is Ocon. There he is.
So this is what happened. So here we go, heading into turn 1. Very heavy on the brakes.
Big lockup.
And they'll need to be mindful of the...
So we're not last, but we're still not on the back of the cars in front. Please close up. Just need to get in the DRS. There we go. Try and recover a little bit of performance from Behrman's car. Damn it, Joe. Snuck through. I got dropped again. Not paying attention.
I'm trying to go faster.
Copy that.
We are slipping at this point in the season. Out of range still. Oh, this is a really frustrating weekend. Really frustrating. Having to push the tyres harder for longer than I really want to. With Behrman, we're having to constantly drain the battery just to try and stay in range. Cannot charge the car for a second here.
Insane.
If I'm going to get anything out of this race for Behrman, I'm going to have to work my socks off at this rate. Keep your foot in. There we go. Inside line through No Name. Can we dive up the inside at Pouillon? No. But we can tuck in. Belajax is just keeping everybody held up. And I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing for us. Oh, that's a crash. That's a VSC. Who was it?
There's a yellow flag now.
That's a Haas and an Alpine. Not an
Heading
Alpine,
down
an
the
Aston.
straight, barely any room to
Porsche slammed into
Has to be
Albon.
said, that was pretty risky. And I don't think there's a lot of doubt as to which car came off worse there.
All right, where are we in the race? It's a little early, but if I'm careful with the tyres, possibly make that work. It's too early, I think, for Ollie, unless...
Keep following the Delta, okay? Copy.
I go super aggressive. Okay. You know what? Let's go hard tyres instead. I know we don't normally do well with hard tyres, but if we're going to box that early, it's probably the smart. Probably the smart play.
Copy, boss.
So Porsche has a penalty which he can't serve, so that'll be a 3-place penalty in the next Grand Prix. It'll be Zandvoort after the summer break. Now, who else is going to box? I don't know if the mediums will box. Let's keep an eye on Joe behind us. If he dives in, I may have time to adjust my strategy a little bit. If everyone is boxing, they're probably going to go onto hard tyres as well. The soft tyres are probably going to box. Verstappen's going to box. Piastri's definitely going to box. Maloney, probably. Beyond that, not sure. Tsunoda might stay out. Russell might stay out. Same with Stroll and Belajat. Everyone's staying out. Oh, okay. I don't know if we're in trouble now.
Yeah, it's copy all that.
3.2 seconds, not too bad. Can we get out on the train? Yes, we can. We're actually ahead of the train. Oh, that's worked out beautifully. We are ahead of Belajat. And a 3.2 second stop for Behrman, who is going to be a little bit distant. So we're really rolling the dice with both drivers here. We need to just go all out aggression here with Behrman. because he's so far back. But we're actually in a decent position with Hajar here, and we can always change the strategy again if we get another late VSC or safety car.
Okay, we need to push a bit more. Copy.
So looking at the gap, we are currently a net P1 because we saved a lot of time on that VSC. But that gap to the lead will increase, I believe, as even though we're on fresher tyres, it's not a fast compound. We should be able to make some forward progress though. Quite get close enough to Stroll. Yeah, we're almost on him. We will be in striking distance at the end of the lap. And we are closing on Ocon. Although we're out of battery.
Fastest on track. Copy.
Another yellow flag. That's at turn 5, at the end of the Kemmel Straight.
So we're heading now into turn 5. And the car just locks. And hopefully there's not too much damage to the tyres.
Oh, I misjudged that quite badly with Hajar there, I think. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong car. There we go. Just trying to save some tyre and some battery. No, it was too far back to get the move done. So where is Tsunoda? Oh, he's right in front of us. There he is. And his tyres are definitely scuffed a little bit. Alright, this is not where I want to get the overtake done. I want to get it done on the run into Eau Rouge if I can. Oh, wow. We are just struggling for acceleration. Maybe that ERS is affecting us more than I thought it would. All right, let's try and force our way through where we're definitely better than the Ferrari, and that is around this part of the track. I think that is Norris making a mistake. No, it's Russell. So the second Ferrari now making an error.
What happened there? Now this happens down at turn 8. The brakes couldn't cope. They were just unable to...
Go on, get the move done. There we go. Through the Stavlos. And now we've got a run on Russell.
Insane. I need to over push it. Copy. Trying to get him. Get him.
Are we going to see a box here? No. So, opportunity. And we got past Russell. Lovely stuff.
Now we should
Where
be
do we
able
get
to
him?
take a look here. Now this was at turn
Into
1.
turn 1.
The opportunity begging to be taken.
So Isaac is free and clear of the Ferraris now. Had to lift, otherwise there would have been a contact with Ocon. Evening, Anthony. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yes, there we go. I'll get Ocon into Pouillon. Maybe not. Yeah, no spoilers in the chat, please. If you've watched the sprint quali, because I haven't, obviously. I will be watching it later. Schumacher is into the pits. First scheduled pit stop. Let Ocon go through, because then we'll get the DRS. There we go. And we're up to 14th.
So let's pick up the pace.
Right, we are only 8 seconds off the lead. Please don't be there, it's not.
Let's take a closer look. Now this was the Alfa Romeo. The gap opens
What
up
was the
for
yellow flag? Please don't say we got tagged.
and that puts them in 13th place now.
Clean move. There was a lockup for someone. Schumacher, who's just pitted for new tyres.
This is what happened as they took turn 8. Well, you could see the lockup, and they ended up their own passenger.
And that promotes Behrman another place. Up to 13th. Max is in. Yes, problem stop. Yeah, I told you. Season 1, new engines in Miami will give you a big performance boost. Hopefully Giovinazzi goes another lap.
If there's any chances, we need to take them.
Not the end of the world if he doesn't. Stroll boxes. There we go, Behrman is comfortably through. So we are starting to recover nicely. Want to get into Sainz's DRS here if I can. George boxes, just so I can try and protect the car a little bit for a few laps until Sainz boxes. I think I just about made the DRS there. Give him a fishy.
Try to pick up a bit more pace. And try to go faster.
And there goes Belichak's finally into the pits. That will boost the speed of Gasly and co a little bit. We are going to try and take Isaac to the end. Evening, Paul. Obviously, we have to make another stop with Behrman, but anyone who's in front on mediums who hasn't stopped yet, so Norris, Gasly, Sainz, Zhou, Leclerc, we are now kind of in contention with some of them. Not so much Sainz and Leclerc and Zhou, but Sainz, Gasly, and Norris. We're definitely in the fight with them now.
To overpush it.
A lockup. That's going to drop me out of DRS range, leave me vulnerable.
Oh my.
And hurt the confidence a little. Still net P1 here with Isaac, which is why I'm not pushing to try and get through. Trying to protect these tyres as much as we can, just to build in some extra life towards the end of the stint, save some spare fuel, get the battery top back up again. Our closest rival is Oscar, and he is 9.5 seconds behind. No, sorry, 5 seconds behind us at the moment. Damn it. I think we just gave the DRS to Mick. No, we got it. Just. Mick's not giving it up though. Wish he would. There we go, finally. And it is time for us to try and find a way through. Oh, and he dives into the pits. All right, well, we've got the DRS. Oscar is closing. Issue for size in the pits. That's good. Wow, Belichick's pumping in a quick lap. Tyres are overheating a little bit too quickly. I think if we change that to that and just box at the end of this lap, that might be the best thing. Try and get an undercut.
Try to get him. Get him. Okay, box.
All right, so our tyres are looking pretty good on Isaac. Plenty of spare fuel. Put him into top-up mode. Norris is probably going to box this lap. Gasly might go a little bit longer. They're both staying out. Okay, so we can get an undercut on Norris and Gasly here. Question is, where are we going to come out? 3.1. That's Ollie's best stop of the day. We get out just in front of Sonoda. And we've given the DRS to Yuki, so we'll have to watch out for him steaming up at the end of the Camel. Oh no, we haven't given it to him. Okay, nice. So our leaves at the front of the race here is just over a second. Max is just under 2 seconds further back. And then another 3 seconds back to Norris and Gasly, who have yet to stop. I don't know if Schumacher's going to stop again or not. Go for a fastest lap attempt, which will be tricky without a slipstream, but we'll try.
Copy.
Norris is boxed. This is our chance to get that undercut. There is Norris, he's just in front of us. So instead, we'll tuck in behind Norris for a lap. This is the fight for the lead. Zhou and Leclerc still yet to stop. It's blocking us. Piastri got through. But only just. Crap. Driving in clean air. So I think this fastest lap's a bust as well. Especially with all this traffic in front. Or maybe not.
Faster.
Alright, we'll stay tucked in. So Oscar's tyres are taking punishment. We will have a life advantage over him. Maybe not a huge grip advantage over him. And we have got Max close behind as well. Both Zhou and Leclerc are probably going to dive into the pits here. And they do. Be nice to get Behrman into the points, so that fastest lap will also count. Has been an awful weekend for Ollie. It's been an excellent weekend for Jar, though. Second in the sprint, in with a real chance of winning the race as well. Gasly finally boxes. Can I finally get past Magnussen? He might have just lost the DRS, I'm not sure. No, he didn't. Damn it. That's not going to get the move done. Oh, that is. Good lad.
I need to overpush it.
Need to make sure I get the launch out of the source here. And I do, just. Joe steals our fastest lap. We've got plenty of time to have another crack at it. Charge up behind Balajak first before we attack the Ferraris. It's been certainly one of my most challenging races in a while. Didn't have that many challenges last season. We haven't had that many this season, actually, to be honest, either. But this season, this race, this has been a tricky one. Get him under braking. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, no, no!
Now this was the Alfa Romeo. That's the moment they lose it. Oh, dearie me, you don't want to be doing that.
Kept it out the wall. Yeah, didn't damage the car. Didn't damage the tyres, I don't think, but we have lost a chance at taking the lead. Schumacher's going to have to box again. Those tyres are not going to last.
Okay, we need to push a bit more.
Maybe we did damage the tyres a little bit. Still good though. But now we're fighting for the podium rather than for the win, I think. Come on, Bevan. Get in range. There you go. Oh yeah, that really hurts his confidence. Kind of hope that Mick stays out here, so we'll have a really easy overtake without having to push the car in any way. He did stay out. still think Mick is going to have to box. It's just a question of when, and he's almost certainly going to steal the fastest lap as a result. Hopefully I can pump in one more super lap with Behrman. Hajar's confidence is there, so the overtake definitely helped him. Broken away from Mick. Leclerc's right on him. We're going to be in a fight with Leclerc and Zhou for the final spot on the podium here. Thanks to that lockup, unless something happens in the next few laps. Schumacher is staying out. Max and Oscar have resumed hostilities from last season. Zhou gets past Leclerc and they're still behind Schumacher at the moment. So Mick doing a bang-up job for us right now. Now Leclerc gets past Zhou. Those two are wedged behind, being boxed in on each other.
Try to get him.
Could have done without Pelajak sticking his nose in there. That is the yellow flag.
Yellows. Copy.
Spin for size at the end of the lap. Oh, contact again. God damn it, Ollie.
Oh man, the guy is crazy.
Alright.
Yeah, all good.
Should have seen that coming.
Right, we're down at turn 5, with not much room to move. And not just one car involved in that, as you can see. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few words exchanged.
And of course, Behrman's dropped to the back of the pissing grid.
Box.
Copy, box.
See if we get a penalty. We usually, yes, of course we did.
Box.
Schumacher's still out there. There's a possibility if he gets a puncture, he might end up retiring and causing a safety car. Or even a red flag. So we definitely want to get that penalty out of the way before that happens.
We're ready to the bus.
Otherwise, it's going to be
Copy.
a carry on to the end of the race. We've got a chance for the fastest lap again. It's just been an absolute shocker of a weekend for Behrman here. Utter disaster. Now we're not going to get 2 cars in the top 15 either, so our streak is gone. Unless there's a safety car. And even then, we might not have enough time left. We're getting hunted down by Charles Leclerc and Zhou. See if we can at least get the financial reward for the fastest lap. We were never going to go purple in that first sector without DRS. But it's the rest of the lap that's important. Yellow flag, but no puncture. So that yellow flag for something else. It's Norris.
Here we are now, down at turn 17. Struggling with the car. Just unable to control the car by that point.
Schumacher can easily get back in the points here. Didn't have enough pace in the first sector. 140.5. No, that is the fastest lap. Why has it not been given to us? Oh no, wait, that was our best lap. What was our last lap? Yeah, 140.5. That is the fastest lap, according to the info page. That is some bullshit. God, the FIA really do not like Ollie today. Refusing to give him the fastest lap. Well, let's go again and see if we can get it this time. With Mick stuck in traffic, he's not going to be able to fully unleash that pace. There we go.
You're faster on track.
Finally gives us the credit we are due. We are closing on Max and Oscar, but we're being caught at the same time. I don't know if we can... I honestly don't know how this race is going to end. We are losing time, but we're also gaining time. Can we hang on? Can we even move up again? Oh God, he's in driving clean air. How much more pace could we actually have had if we hadn't had that on? All right, we should get the DRS here. Which we do. Keep it in. Come on, Isaac. Yes.
Insane.
Good lad. Evening, Clark. Oscar's tyres are dead. Got a chance. He's got me up the inside again. Keep your foot in. Good lad. Come on, get Oscar. Get Oscar. Going to be a lunge at the bus stop. Couldn't get him. But it is a podium. Whew. Oh man, had to work really hard
over
for
the
that.
finish line, and today's winner.
Behrman almost caught Maloney. He will take the fastest lap. Schumacher did get back into the points. He got 9th place in the end. Oh, there we go. Ah, what a terrible, terrible race weekend that was. For one half of the garage. The other half of the garage, pretty successful weekend. Second in sprint, third in the race.
From the Alfa Romeo driver.
That was an excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
And it just all went wrong for
We may
Ollie.
see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula One, but it's easy to forget just what it means to the whole team. So then, Karun, in terms of the Alfa Romeo team, how will they be feeling after that?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that is that for this weekend's F1 action here in Belgium.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
So then confirmation of the final result. It is a win for Max. Did he just blink? Or was that me? I'm going to have to watch the footage back. I swear he just blinked. No. It was just me. Let's say that would be bizarre if he'd blinked. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, I'm just tired maybe, seeing things. Confirmation of the final result. Max gets his 4th win, I think, of the season. Oscar is in 2nd to try and reignite his title defence, although probably a lost cause already. Isaac manages to hang on to get the final step on the podium. Joe gets solid points from Mercedes tonight. Leclerc up 3 places to take 5th, ahead of George Russell in 6th. Solid points for Ferrari. Belichick gets his first points of the season, all the way up in 7th place, gaining 6 places from where he started. Gasly recovered well after a poor sprint for him. Schumacher managed to hang on for points. His strategy paying off just about. He gained a net 5 places overall. And Norris recovered well to take the final point as well after a bad sprint for him. Bottom half of the standings tells a different picture. As he strolled down a place, Tsunoda down 9 places, Ocon down 7, Sainz down 6, and Behrman, although he was up 2, had an absolute shocker again. He was on course for solid points today after an aggressive fight back, and then just threw it all away again. So, yeah, not great. Let's see what that's done to the drivers' standings. Now you see Max moves up into top spot. with 189 points now, and he is now 5 points ahead of Charles Leclerc. Ollie drops 2 places, having failed to score any points this weekend. Yeah, terrible weekend for Behrman. So he's now 10 points off of Max, only 5 behind Charles Leclerc. Hajar moves up into 4th, and Oscar moves up into 5th. Norris dropping down a couple of places. We are, 46 points behind our teammate. That's not too bad. They see Zhou, solid points for him. Mick Schumacher gets another couple of points. Keeps Ocon at bay, keeps the gap at 6 points. Gasly gets into the top 10, ahead of Théo Pourchaire, who failed to score as well this weekend. Not a great weekend for him either. And then looking further down, Belajax is off the mark and off the bottom of the table. That is now Alex Albon, as the young Mercedes rookie finally starts to get some points this season. Into the constructors' standings, Red Bull with another 44 points, put them on 373. We pick up 22 points, but the gap has obviously extended. We are now 61 points behind Red Bull, still ahead of AlphaTauri, who moved back into 3rd spot ahead of McLaren. 25 points, much needed points for AlphaTauri there, and a shocking weekend for McLaren. Sees them drop 8 points behind the Constructors' Champions. Haas, no points at all, leaves them adrift in 5th place, and their gap is now just 16 points back to Mercedes, who had a really strong points performance this weekend. Alpine in 7th, Aston in 8th, then Ferrari. Good points for Ferrari tonight. Moves them clear of Williams and closes the gap to Aston. Williams now bottom by 13 points. In the pit stop competition, my God, we actually got cars into the top 10. That is incredible. We've got our first points of the season. Wow. That's more down to other teams rather than us. A lot of mistakes in the pits. A lot of drivers getting held a little bit as well, I think. But yeah, look at that. We've actually got off the mark. So the standings look like this. Red Bull on 398 points. Big points for AlphaTauri tonight. 40 points scored. Sees them close the gap, but they are still a long way off. They are still 81 points behind. Ferrari, good points for them in 3rd. They stretch their lead over McLaren. Mercedes pick up a few points, but not many. Alpine pick up a good few points to leave themselves equidistant, really, between Mercedes and Aston. Haas, no points for them. Williams, no points for them. And we are finally off the mark with 3 points. Despite having pretty poor pit stops, not one of them was below 3 seconds tonight. But we got points. That's the important thing. Let's take a look at our driver report cards. This will be a very interesting reading. So, 12 and 16 in overtakes for Isaac, and 17 and 13 in defence. He was solid this weekend. Absolutely superb. Ollie, well, what can you say? 14 and 18 in the overtakes. 24 and 14 in defending, but 3 contacts in the sprint. And contact again in the main race. Just not a good weekend for him at all. Plus, he cost me 1.2 million for an emergency suspension as well, which wasn't in the plans. So, sponsor-wise, let's see. As far as the targets go, we did not get 2 cars in the top 15, which is ridiculous, but there you go. We did get both cars into Q2. Well, the target with the incentive was only 1 car into Q2, so yeah, not much money there. Guarantees, we did get the fastest lap, although we didn't get the point for it. We got both cars into Q3 and both cars in the top 10, and somehow we kept the streak going. I'm not sure why that didn't get cancelled out, because it should have been. Oh no, wait, the finish position streak was just 1 in the top 15. It was the quali streak that was 2 in the top 15. So both streaks are still alive. Just. Whew. Right. Let's get ready for summer. The helipad is refurbed. There we go. Spare chassis is done. We've already put that on the car. It's our mid-season board review. Our target is to finish 9th in the constructors. We are currently 2nd, and that is comfortable. For the rest of the season, we could afford not to score any points, and we would still finish above 9th, I think. Long-term objective is the first of 4 seasons we had to do this, and we need to just score points in 1 remaining race to achieve the long-term objective. So the board should be very, very happy with us here. And they are. That's an extra 1.5 mil, which recoups the expenditure that we had to shell out for that suspension, although it doesn't put that back into the cost cap, unfortunately. So let's take a look at our inbox. Board attendance at the next Grand Prix. Yeah, might as well bring them along. They're already very happy with us, but they would have definitely taken a bit of a knock after today. Let's have a look what they actually thought. They were still delighted. The podium cancelling out and the big points haul cancelling out Ollie's poor performance there. So there you go, kids. If you have a really strong performance and your targets are very, very low, doesn't matter what happens to your other car. it could explode in the first corner and kill a load of spectators, and the board would still be delighted. Ah, dear, dear, dear. Right. Let's get some new parts on the car just to clean everything up and see what we need to manufacture. So we've got a new rear wing coming, so we don't need to make any more rear wings. We've got new side pods coming, don't need to make new side pods. We have a new suspension project. We're only going to make 1 more, not 2. So we'll get some money back because we've got that new project coming. Let's see. Front wing is coming as well, but not in time. So I am going to have to make a spare front wing because I don't have any right now. Unless, how big of a drop is it? Oh, that's quite significant. Yeah, that's really significant. So rather than risk taking that hit, we will make 1 spare front wing. I also need another underfloor, I think. Yes, I do. So let's get another underfloor into production. In fact, let's get 2 more. There we go. Because we're unlikely to make another underfloor this season. Going to be focusing on research pretty much now for the rest of the year. So let's see if anything has broken. Everything here is looking okay. Team hub. Final upgrade is going to cost 6.5 mil, which we can't afford. Operational facilities. Yeah, a few things are broken here. Let's give the board the new shiny executive toys to keep them distracted from Ollie's disappointing results, and we'll just refurb those 2 as well. Weather Center will be ready in time for Zandvoort. Let's swap the parts over in preparation for practice. go. And now I'll advance time again. Oh, we've got something in the inbox first of all. That's the spare front wing. Okay. There is the refurb to the memorabilia room. I don't know if that affects sponsors at all, but I don't think it does. There is another suspension, so we can get that installed on both cars. There we go. That'll give us a little bit of a boost, as you can see, in terms of speed and downforce, and a tiny little boost to brake cooling as well. We've got another one on the way. So, again, it'll be a minimal gain, but side pods are done. Can we start manufacturing the side pods? Yes, we can. 2 in 16 days. Might potentially have... Oh, no, we've still got another slot as well, which is good because we're going to have another project finishing up in 8 days and we need a slot for that. Let's get some research underway. Get an underfloor research project done. We're still 35 days away from the next ATR period. So let's go with big gains there, hopefully. Get 2 engineers on that. Go. And it's the end of the month. So this is where we are going to end our stream. I'll just quickly check and see how our drivers developed over the last month. Surprise, surprise, Ollie did not improve his overtaking. Did improve his defending by a point, gained a point in braking and a point in control. Isaac gained a point in adaptability and 2 points in braking. That'll help his pace and certainly his wet weather performance as well. And when we come back on Monday, we will do our pit crew training for the rest of the summer break before we head to Zandvoort. So, mixed bag of a weekend. Solid points for Isaac, 2nd in the sprint, 3rd in the Grand Prix, and he's now up to 4th in the drivers' standings. Ollie, shocking afternoon. He stays on 179 points, drops 2 places in the standings, but he's still only 10 points away from the lead. So still in contention for the title here. I suppose we have to forgive him a bad race. He is still a rookie. It is his first season in Formula One. But let's not have too many more of those weekends, please. As far as the constructors go, it's not bad. We're comfortably ahead of AlphaTauri. We are 61 points behind Red Bull. Not completely out of the question that we could still potentially challenge them for the constructors' title this season, but I think 2nd is probably more likely where we're going to end up. We'll see how things go in the second half of the season, which will be on Monday onwards. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. Hope you enjoy this weekend's Miami Grand Prix. I'll be watching the quali highlights very soon, and then enjoying the race and sprint this weekend. So I'll be back the usual time of 8 p.m. for second half of the summer break and Zandvoort. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.